Welcome into our Atlanta United pre-match show. Sorry,
I wasn't ready.
I should have given you a warning first before I kind of jumped in there. I apologize. You almost didn't mean to make you almost choke, Tyler. Welcome in, guys. Glad to have you with us. Sydney and Tyler with me. Tommy shortly. First of all, good to be back. I know I've been away for the past few days on vacation, but good to be back. Good to be hanging with you guys. Good to be hanging with you, Tyler and Tommy. I don't know what you're doing with your lights, by the way, but it looks pretty cool.
I know.
What
It
is
looks like a rave in here.
But yeah, welcome in. Glad to have you with us tonight. Atlanta United at the New England Revolution. 7:45 kickoff. 7:45 kickoff. So a little bit later than planned, but same place, of course. MLS season pass. Tony Husband and Ross Smith with the call on MLS season pass. So lineups are a little bit later tonight because of that late kickoff time, later than usual kickoff time. You're still playing with your lights.
Carry on. Do your thing.
But yeah, while we kind of wait for those, we'll kind of discuss, our first thoughts on the matchup, what we're expecting, what we're looking for. First off, how are you feeling? I mean, this is apparently the first match without Thiago Almada, so kind of a new normal for Atlanta United. Thiago's down in the Bahamas with John Textor, finalizing the deal with Botafogo.
Nice.
That will exactly. That'll precipitate his move to Lyon in January. So, guys, how are you feeling about that coming into this match? And how are you feeling about things as a whole? The refs are super banged up tonight, but does that change anything about what you feel about this match?
No. We talked. Me and Tommy talked a little last night, but this is one of those where the only thing that New England has going for them in this match really is the fact that they're at home. Other than that, I mean, they've just not been a great team. Now, granted, they had the run, the 4-game run, which was great. But
hi, Tommy.
Hey, what's up, Tommy? I like the kid, but they haven't been solid, and now their main playmaker is out. So you already have to be in the mindset that you're post Almada, and you've got to figure out a way to score. You've got to figure out a way to play make, and you've got to figure out a way to be, for the 50th time, I'm going to say it, pragmatic.
Ugh, you're still using that word.
I am. I got to go to thesaurus.com and find another one.
Yeah. What is in fact, let me look it up. Pragmatic. Synonyms for pragmatic. While we do that, Tommy, how are you feeling?
I haven't seen the lineup yet. Have you guys posted it?
It's not out yet because of the 7:45 kickoff, but Amada's not playing, so he's in the Bahamas. But
he's on a beach.
Yeah. How do you feel? Reds are banged up. Almada's not playing. Where will this match take us tonight?
Boring. I think it's going to be a boring game. I would take the under on whatever the goals are. I assume it's 2. I assume it's 1.5. I would take the under here.
Yeah, I mean, the Revs can't score. I think they scored like 18, 19 goals this season collectively. Vrioni and Carlos Gil have 5 goals each. Gil, as we mentioned, isn't playing. Outside of that, the leading scorers, I know Esmir Bakriterovic has 2 goals. A couple of other players have 2 goals, but no other player outside of Vrioni and Gil have more than 2 goals. So this is a very offensively anemic team. Not to we talk about LA United struggling in the attack. They don't struggle to the extent, or they haven't struggled to the extent of the Revs. I mean, the Revs just can't score. They can't buy a goal. Granted, they went that 4-match winning streak, but they got hammered by Columbus the other night, Saturday night. So they're going to be a bit of a hungry team, I think. They're going to be looking to prove that, hey, that 4-match winning streak wasn't just a bump, wasn't just a little, flash of the pan. They're going to be desperate to kind of bounce back from really heavy loss after the defending MLS Cup champions, a really credible crew side, and let them get back in the win column at Gillette Stadium.
And that game was in New England too, right?
I think it was in Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was in Columbus. But yeah, they're going to be desperate either way to really erase the bad taste out of their mouth from that heavy loss and get back to it. That was in New England, by the way. Tommy, you're right.
It wasn't
That's a
anything.
home,
Okay.
yeah, that was a home loss.
Yeah, they have to. New England. I mean, they're going to fight because at this point, that's all they've got left is just straight, pure hatred and pain, trying to do what they can with it. Atlanta is on a little bit of a run. I mean, you're 2 wins, 2 draws since Rob took over, and that's 1 away and 1 home each. So it's solid. You go up and you get another away win. That's a big confidence booster. But I think from an Atlanta perspective, yeah, you just have to go. Like I said, you have to go play your game. Hey, you have to go play your game, and I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah,
They said you hope you're feeling better. Said, oh, I am.
good.
We're going to fireworks tonight. That's our plan
awesome.
tonight.
Sweet.
Awesome. We're not expecting any fireworks tonight in Foxborough, are we? Speaking of,
No.
Me neither. Me neither.
1-0.
Yeah. Well, I had a 1-1. I mean, if that, I could just as easily see a scoreless draw, as Jack is saying in the chat. So, by the way, let us know your predictions wherever you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook tonight, guys. We're on Facebook for the first time,
Yes,
live
we are.
streaming. So, wherever you're watching, however you're watching, please let us know your predictions, your thoughts in the comments.
And by the way, you are always the guy on Twitch. It's not anything against you. I
it's
promise.
not you. It's
We're
us.
tweaking some things and playing around some things.
Yeah. I'm glad you made the move over to YouTube. Yeah.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Remember when Twitch was just video games?
Yeah.
Now it's like podcasters and OnlyFans
Everybody is
girls.
on there. Well, we're one of the two.
I mean, I could be both.
No, while you kind of wait for the lineup, we want to kind of touch on this real quick because it looks like Omer is saying, by the way, 6'2". It looks like a couple of people are talking about Santi Jimenez. Omer's asking about it in the chat on YouTube, and Isaac's asking about it in the chat on YouTube. But apparently, this kind of has legs. Santi Jimenez could be interested, could be keen for a move to MLS, and Atlanta United need a striker. They need somebody up front to lead the line, and looks like a lot of teams in MLS are keen to bring him in. So it looks like from the latest reports, San Diego FC are looking to bring him in. He's played for Cruz Azul, so right across the border, essentially. Not right across the border, but you know what I mean. So right now, Feyenoord in the Netherlands, 38 goals, 62 appearances with them, a Mexican international. So, I mean, I feel like you could do a lot worse than Santiago Jimenez as a striker for your team. It looks like the SDFC will be a tough team to beat in that regard as they kind of go for that Mexican audience. But what do you guys think? I think it would be a good fit for Atlanta United. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think it would be a great fit. Omar, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the yellow card because I just at this point I don't see it happening. I'm not saying no, but it's such a new rumor, and I think it fits that the San Diego team was the one that maybe kind of made the rumor because you got Chico going there. You're right across the border. Like there's so many things about San Diego that would make sense for him. But if you can snag him, by all means, I mean, you have to jump on that for sure. I mean, he fits pretty much the whole profile that I think Atlanta United would want in a striker. So yeah, absolutely.
23-year-old. Well, he's born in Argentina, but he represents the Mexican national team, by the way. So we do want to throw that out there. But what do you think, Tommy?
I think us being in rumors is a good sign. I mean, you've had 2 striker rumors now, right? In the past, 6 days, 5 days?
Yeah.
We're looking to do things, and I think that's what's important, right? I'm not gonna pretend like I've watched him play here and know what he's all about, but I feel comfortable that we are in these rumors so far.
Bruno asked in the chat, "Is it worth the money?" He didn't show at the Copa America. I mean, no one in Mexico showed up at Copa America, Bruno. So
Mexico's a lost cause.
it's kind of it's kind of a little bar as it is. But no, I see what you're saying, Bruno. But I mean, there certainly is interest on both sides. It looks like um, between him and his people and you know MLS. So yeah, like you say, Tyler, certainly feels like it would fit the San Diego FC profile a little bit more. But again, Atlanta United have a war chest of money. They have a couple of DP slots. If you could make a compelling pitch to him, I wouldn't count them out. I certainly wouldn't count them out. But I mean, it's something to monitor at least, something to take a look at. He's young-ish. I mean, he's not young, but he still is young-ish, 23 years old, not yet in his prime. So I think the biggest thing is, can he make that adjustment to MLS? I mean, he's played in
38
Mexico.
goals and
Yeah.
9 assists and 62
Yeah, I
appearances.
mean,
Man, I'll take that all day.
no, absolutely. I'm sure a lot of Atlanta United fans will take that. Heath is saying no one associated with this Mexican national team. Well, I mean, you can't turn your nose up about on anybody.
I agree with you,
This
Heath.
bit.
They suck.
Yeah,
They are the
they're
worst
in
we've
bad
ever
shape.
seen.
They're in really bad shape. Mexico are, but
Let's not talk trash right now. We have no room to talk.
I
You're not
know,
wrong.
I
You're not
know.
wrong.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But
I
no,
see the lineup posted.
I won't turn my nose up on that at all. With that said, yeah, let's talk about the lineup. A lineup again without Thiago Almada for the first time in a while. So the new normal for Atlanta United starts tonight. So let's take a look at the lineup. Of course, Joel Diarra is out due to the shoulder injury, unfortunately. Mosquera has the ankle. But an interesting lineup, guys.
Ooh.
Interesting. Jay Fortune getting the start, along with Bartek Slish and Tristan Muyimba. Saba with the team. He is on the bench. I imagine we'll see him at some point in the second half. Cohen on the bench, as expected. Kind of expected, but yeah, Derek Williams, Gregerson, and Lisa Brown back from Copa America. Unfortunately, Peru did not qualify for the knockout stage. So a three-man back line, Wiley and Lennon on the wings. You're going to see them push up, though, in the attack, I'm sure. But what do you guys think? First impressions about this lineup?
Rod continues to have creativity.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like that it's on a per game basis here on what you're doing. And I feel like
pragmatic.
That wasn't a thing for damn it. He's trying different things right here, and I just don't feel like we would have gotten these creative lineups that we've seen over the past month, right? With Rob in charge here, so I like it. I mean, there's really not too much that you can do here. Is Saba on the bench? I can't see there.
Yeah, he is.
I see a short name. Okay.
Yeah, he is available for selection.
So, I mean, if you can keep this close towards the end and use him as a sub, I think that'd be huge. But let's see what Silva can do here. I need to see him attack more. I need to see him attack the defenders on a regular basis here, right? When he's rolling, I feel like he can score a goal from anywhere. But there's just some games where he turns off and he's just completely useless over there on the left. And if he can come in here and attack, I think they'll be good. And Columbus might be broken from this past week, right? Well, having 5 goals.
New England.
I'm sorry, New England. Sorry. Then for sure, I think that'd be great.
Do we see Wiley and Lennon as essentially wingers in this regard, especially Lennon? Do we see him kind of push up? Do we see Rios kind of turn in centrally as true striker, and then Silva is that left wing with Fortune that pseudo number 10, not like for like to Almada, of course, but do we kind of see that happening tonight, or is this? We never want to go straight from the lineup graphic because that could be very fluid. But that's just kind of my thought process. Lena is essentially that right winger, and Silva in that left wing slot. But this could be a little more fluid, I think, throughout the night.
I think if you want to put a number, a formation on this, I think it's going to play out more like a 3-4-2-1, because you're going to have Silva not as the target guy in the box. He's going to be a little bit more of a playmaker.
Yeah, for sure.
But I see people asking about Jay Fortune, like Bruno, guys. Like, look, Jay Fortune has been used as a midfielder, number 8, defensive midfielder as a number 6. That kid's got some attack in him. And that goes back to, well, obviously, his time with the twos. If you go back to the one and only AmFam Cup, when he provided the game-winning assists, actually, in that match. He's got vision. He really does. Is he a like-for-like replacement for Thiago Almada?
No,
Absolutely not.
no.
But he can have the vision. He has the ability to pick his head up and just play a good pass. And you saw the strike that he tried to take against, what was it, St. Louis, that pinged off the bar and like shook the whole stadium. Like Jack, he represents Trinidad. He's from Georgia, but he's I like having Jay up there because you're never going to take Slish out of the game in favor of Jay Fortune. Like, Slish is the number 6 for this team, along with Dax McCarty. Muyumba needs to be the connector between the back and the front, but you're playing a team that doesn't have a lot of goals in them, and they're missing their main playmaker. So that should allow Caleb Wiley and Brooks Lennon to get really, really high up, which is why I say this isn't going to always look like a back 5. It will when they're defending, but Wiley and Lennon, I think, will get up a lot. So I think it's going to look more like a 3-4 and then whatever after that.
Do we think Saba plays tonight? Because Lennon, I mean, he's never going to come off the field as a substitute. Wiley, the same thing. So does Lennon, do we even see Saba?
I don't think so. Honestly, this is one of those games, again, considering your opponent, you put Luke Brennan in when you need to. You put Tyler Wolf in, give him some minutes when you need to, because you need to get them on the pitch a little bit more, give them some confidence. Luke has had some great games. Tyler's coming back from injury. Give him some time. Let Saba rest from the Euros if you can. Now, if you're chasing the game late, yeah, you got to put Saba on. You have to.
Do we put it in for Rios, though? It's kind of like that pseudo number 9.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I think we do see him, depending on the game. If you're down towards the end, I think they'll somehow figure out how to get him into the game. Or if it's tied.
100%.
Or if it's tied. I mean, they might try to throw him in there. I mean, I'm sure he has, 15-ish minutes in him.
Yeah.
You see, did Georgia have a parade for their players that came back? I think I saw that, right?
I didn't see that. I mean,
I thought I saw it on I think Fox's thing, that they had like a hero's welcome back to them.
I didn't see that. I mean, that's cool, but I didn't see
Maybe
that.
I dreamt it, but I thought I saw it.
It's not a weird dream. The night before last.
What's that?
Before this is not like the Blue Chew episode last night, so let's get that out of our head now. I had
Sydney, we got a sponsor, an unofficial sponsor yesterday.
I think I know who it is, by the way.
It was the Blue Company and Blue Chew. We found out they're all the same. It's
okay.
It's all a conglomerate. No, I was working with Pep Guardiola, so it was kind of cool for like 5 minutes in my dream. I was like, well, I mean, I'm in charge here. This is really nice. All of these things that brew in my head, they're actually working. It was kind of neat. So
how did the dream end?
I don't know, because my dreams always end like that. Like this, I wake up and I'm like, well, that was cool, but I wish I could have won the Premier League or something,
Right. But yeah, that's the lineup for Atlanta United. No Thiago Almada.
No, man.
What are you looking at?
He's not hyped.
Brennan? No.
Luke Brennan, he has some things that he needs to work on, which we have discussed on this show.
He's
his
young.
Left foot being the main one. But Luke Brennan brings something to this team that not a lot of these players have really showed, which is that dog.
You just like his trash talking.
Absolutely. It
That's
works.
what you like about him.
No, that's not true. I like his he's a playmaker.
Because he's so small, he reminds me like in Mighty Ducks 2, where they add the Olympic skater to the Bash Brothers team. Like that's what he reminds me of.
Speaking of trash talk, I'm a little surprised Caleb didn't get sent off on Saturday. He put his hands in the neck of Kobe Franklin. Surprised he only got away with essentially a fine. So
Kobe Franklin should have not grabbed him by the shirt and not let him go. I'm not saying that grabbing anybody by the throat is okay, because it's not. You can't do that. But dude, like, let me go. Let me go.
Caleb doesn't take crap.
No, he doesn't.
You saw it last year with Olivier and Bizo during the Union win against the Union. He is not to be trifled with. So I like that from Luke. I mean Luke. Caleb.
Well, and Luke.
And Luke. Yeah, but I like that from Caleb. You just don't want to get baited into silly yellow cards. I'm not too concerned that he will. He's normally pretty level-headed, but at the same time, he has that edge to him. He's not afraid to mix it up with guys, and we've seen it. But yeah, not too concerned. A little surprised he didn't get set off, like I said, but not too concerned that he's just going to blow his top one day.
And what a coincidence! Right after that, Toronto choked.
I like it.
All right, guys, I'm going to get a table.
Are we talking
Enjoy.
about
What's that?
Nothing. Carry on. Go ahead.
No, we can't do that. All right, guys, you have a good one. I'll try to stop by later on Spaces.
Cool. Have fun.
Yeah, I'm not going to hit the end button. I've learned my lesson.
Don't.
Yes, please don't.
I just closed my browser, so you guys
Just turn your phone off.
No. Who knows what that'll do? All right, bye.
Later. So he's a 1-0, right? Oh. He said 1-0, right?
Yes, he did, because that's what he said last night. I don't know what he said today, but last night he said 1-0. So
yeah. So on our YouTube poll, 79% saying Atlanta United will win tonight, 7% saying a loss, 14% saying a draw. So that's how things shape up as far as our poll is concerned. Interesting on Facebook, my dream was showing Pep Guardiola around the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So,
I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Let's see the head coach of New York City FC in your dream, Andrew.
Nope. They're not switching city to just one city to other city. He's coming to Atlanta United.
Man City might be in town next year for the Club World Cup. They haven't officially announced Mercedes-Benz Stadium will be venue, but I imagine it will.
Look, whatever teams do come here, and if it is played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, if they say a word about the turf and the grass, I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
Just play the game.
Yeah. Just play the game, guys.
Right. You got anything else? And we're about like 50 minutes away from kickoff. Kickoff 7:45. You got anything else before you head out of here?
No, Bruno saying 2-1 Atlanta. No, I think other than the mentality in this game, like, I know we're not saying it's going to be a high scoring game, but you have to win it. It might be a gritty, ugly game, which, to be fair, most of the ones recently have been, but you've gotten results out of them. But this is not an away game where I think you settle for a draw or anything other than a win. I think you have to go into it, and I think Rob would absolutely say the same thing, that you don't go into this match expecting anything less than a win. You have to go and fight, because you have so many factors going for you here that you should expect nothing less. Now, Salt Lake in a couple of days, again, no match that you go into, you should expect to be okay with a draw. But I think there's a little bit more forgiveness if you go out to Salt Lake and maybe don't get the win, as opposed to tonight. You're playing a crappy team that has not been great, and that's objectively crappy. Like the stats are there, right?
Right. That's just saying it.
Yeah, they've just
haven't been
not good this year, and they're missing their main playmaker, the one guy that could save them. He's out. You have to win this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I said it last week. I think this should be. I'd be happy with, if you get 2 points 2 points this weekend. You have to get a result at one of these matches, and this is the match you do it. This is the match you get the win. So 2 points I'd be okay with. 3 points I'd be very happy with. If you get 4 or more, I'll be over the moon, considering what RSL have done this season. So that's just where I sit on it. I said 1-1 previously. I'm going to stick with my 1-1. Just going to be a slog, I think. And, like I said, when it comes to attack, Lady United maybe are a little bit better than the Revs in attack, but the Revs don't offer too much. And like you said, Carlos Hill being out is going to be the main thing. So, yeah, this should be a win. It should be a win. Then go out to RSL, hopefully give them a battle. A team that has dominated the West, has barely put a foot wrong all season long. Escucho Orango leading the line for them. So,
the thing is, if you obviously you have a lot of math to do here, but
yeah,
you're at 24 points. You're tied with Toronto right now. You've got to start progressing up to where you should be. Toronto they have a -8 goal differential right now, which is crazy to me.
They have sunk like a stone, by the way. Toronto, they are in a very bad way.
Yes, they are. Atlanta's +3. You've got Nashville at 26, so you could jump them tonight potentially, and then Charlotte at 32. So you could be sitting out of the play-in spot by the end of the day. And then now there's a gap there, obviously, because Charlotte's at 32, but then it's very tight after that. You got 32 with New York City, Columbus at 33, and then New York at 35. So it's just this road trip. It can't be understated how important it was. You did what you needed to do against Toronto because, like Tommy was all about last week, like that puts you even with them, right? Otherwise, you would still be down, below. But you have an opportunity here to really set yourself up for a decent run. Like 2 points is it's whatever. That's minimum on this road trip. 3 points, okay. 4 or above, dude, you're sitting great. Sitting great.
Yep. By recording Mike Conti, 76 degrees in Foxborough tonight, so it is gorgeous outside up there. So great weather, at least not hot like it is down here. So
Daniel, if Daniel Rios gets a hat trick tonight, I don't know what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I probably should have thought this out more. I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be great.
Shave your beard?
Nope. Derek 2-1, Chris 3-1, Lennon plus a Silva brace. That'd be fun.
What else? Anything to add or good?
No, y'all go to look, we've had a lot of articles coming out on the website, scarfsandspikes.com. Sydney had a really good interview and talk about the match tonight. So go check that out. I had an interview with Aiden Torres, who is the first player to go from the very bottom tier of development with the regional development school in Atlanta all the way up to a first team contract. Very first player to do it. So great interview with him over there. They signed Cooper Sanchez. So lots of news over on the website. Y'all go to the website, get you a beer glass or a coffee mug or a shirt or a hat or something. And yeah, y'all just y'all keep supporting us. And of course, Patreon.
Yeah.
Get on Patreon.
We'll see you. We will see you afterwards with Spaces on Twitter.
Yes, indeedy.
All right. That's it. We'll see you next time.